Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really powerful new concept called artificial system intelligence. And what's wild is that its roots are in a totally surprising place, a piece of code that's more than 20 years old.
Okay, let's just jump right in. This is the question that the whole story really hinges on. How can something from the past, built for a completely different reason, somehow be the blueprint for the next wave of intelligent machines? It sounds a little crazy, right?
To really get this, we've got to rewind the clock. We're going back to the early 2000s to look at a piece of tech that was born out of one simple need: pure, raw, unadulterated efficiency.
So this is where it all starts. DirectFB. Now, I want you to forget all about complex software layers. DirectFB was all about talking directly to the metal. Its whole purpose was getting pixels onto a screen as fast as humanly possible. We're talking early set-top boxes, the first digital dashboards in cars. In those systems, you had zero room for waste. Every single CPU cycle was absolutely precious.
And this chart, it just lays it all out perfectly. On the left, you've got the DirectFB way of thinking, lean, direct, and built for serious constraints. And on the right, you have most modern systems, which are super powerful, but, they kind of assume you have unlimited resources. That model is starting to hit a wall, especially for things like instant response AI in a self-driving car or a drone. So remember this contrast, efficiency versus abstraction, because it is the key to everything that's coming next.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how on earth does this old-school philosophy of efficiency connect to today's world? Well, the link is the personal journey of one of DirectFB's original lead developers as he shifts from writing graphics code to exploring the absolute frontiers of AI. You can see the whole evolution right here. Back in 2000, he's deep in the trenches of embedded graphics. Fast forward to now, and he's curating this digital journal of ideas. It's like he's moved from building the engine of the car to designing the super intelligent driver.
And what's just so fascinating is the mix of topics he's exploring. On one hand, you've got these huge, mind-bending concepts like machine consciousness. But then, right next to it, you see incredibly practical, hardcore engineering standards like automotive SPICE, which is a super strict quality framework to make sure car software is unbelievably reliable and safe. It's this exact blend of blue-sky thinking with rock-solid real-world engineering that makes this whole thing so special.
So this brings us right to the big question, doesn't it? What does a hyper-efficient graphics library from the year 2000 have to do with creating machines that have something like consciousness? How do you possibly connect those two dots? Well, the answer lies in smashing these two worlds together. It's a concept the source material calls künstliche Systemintelligenz, or, for us, artificial system intelligence. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's not about choosing between the old way and the new way. It's about fusing the absolute best of both into something completely new. So here's the crucial part. We're not just talking about running a smart app on your phone. This is about embedding an advanced AI brain directly into the core of a lean, fast system. Now, why does that matter so much? Because most of the powerful AI we use today is big, it's kind of slow, and it lives far away in the cloud. This idea is the total opposite. No layers, no bloat, just pure, instantaneous, intelligent performance right where you need it most. So this is how it breaks down. It all starts with the brain, the cognitive engine. That brain runs on high-performance edge AI, which means it's living directly on the device, a car, a drone, for zero lag. Now, it's controlled by something called meta-workflows. For all you prompt engineers out there, think of this as the level beyond prompting. It's about deeply steering the entire system's behavior, not just asking for a single output. And finally, the whole thing is built on a foundation of absolute robustness, using those proven industrial standards to make it totally bulletproof. Look, if you remember just one thing from this explainer, let it be this. Artificial system intelligence is about creating a kind of super athlete. You take the lean, powerful, efficient body of an old-school embedded system, and you give it the smart, adaptive, strategic brain of a next-generation AI. It's exactly what you need for a future filled with truly autonomous technology that can't afford to wait for a signal from the cloud. Okay, so now that we've got our heads around the concept, let's look forward. Where could a powerful idea like this actually go? What might the future hold? The source material lays out 5 potential futures here, ranging from the most likely to the most ambitious. The highest probability? It stays a personal exploration in this digital journal. But as you go down the list, the possibilities just get bigger. From its ideas quietly influencing existing projects to small prototypes, all the way to a full-blown open protocol. And that last one, the protocol, even if it's a wild guess, that's the birth of a brand new operating system for autonomous devices.
And really, this is the key takeaway. Big, world-changing ideas often start small, just as a personal curiosity, logged in a digital journal. But the potential for a fundamental shift in how we build intelligent machines is absolutely there, just waiting to be unlocked.
Which leaves us with this final thought. Is this path just leading us to smarter versions of the machines we already have? Or, by fusing this raw, old-school efficiency with this high-level cognition, are we taking the first real step toward creating something totally new, something genuinely autonomous? That's the question this whole journey forces us to ask.